2024 was quite a remarkable year for our turkeys as well. In late 2023, these female turkeys, started to lay eggs. Now, typically turkeys lay about 100 eggs in a year. Well, lo and behold, our turkeys don't follow these rules. Just like our chickens, they kept laying eggs. And so pretty well daily we got 4, 5, or 6 eggs. And that went all the way till this fall. So we had turkey eggs for almost a year. At least 10, 11 months, but almost a year. So that's quite unusual. Now we have only 5 females left, because in poultry, especially in chickens but also in turkeys, we see aggressive behavior and a pecking order. Now for some reason these 5 started attacking and really doing damage to one of the other females, and she ended up basically stopped eating and ended up dying from that because she starved herself to death. So why, I still don't know, but this is sometimes these things that happen. So in June of 2024, we were very happy to see the birth of Andrew from our newly purchased cow, Lavender. So July started off very good and very interesting, where we had to learn how to milk, and we had to, of course, take care of an extra cow and an additional calf. So instead of having 2 animals in our cattle herd, we now had 4. But July ended up on a very negative, in a very negative atmosphere. Lavender started to produce less milk. She wasn't walking that great, very slow. But we didn't pick up on that she was doing not so well. And so we had the problem that Lavender went into the barn in the beginning of August, and she went down. And so we had to face the consequence that she may never get back up. And so a downer cow is something you want to take care of immediately. So we called our neighbor, who is a beef farmer who has lots of beef cows, and so we asked him to help us, and so we tried to get her back on her feet. Now our attempts failed. We had the veterinarian come, our regular vet wasn't available, and so a vet from quite far away had to come, and he thought it was milk fever. So Lavender was treated for milk fever with calcium solution and some painkillers. But unfortunately, the blood work came back and it said it wasn't milk fever. So another vet over the phone said it may be chelated minerals, because he had seen this many times before. And so we ended up buying chelated minerals, making sure that she was actually getting all the nutrition that she needed. So after almost 2 weeks, our regular vet came back, and together with an intern veterinarian, they did very thorough exams, including blood work, and it was determined that Lavender had cancer. She ended up getting all her lymph nodes swollen up from this cancer, and this put so much pressure on her spine that it made her unable to communicate from her brain to her legs, and this is why she went down and she couldn't get up anymore, because there was no communication anymore, because the spine, the nerves were pinched off. And so unfortunately we had to euthanize her in the middle of August, which was a tremendous loss and a big shock to our family. And still to this day we're quite baffled that a 3-year-old cow could have this particular cancer show up, which of course is a rare case. It's something that happens only in like 5% of cows that carry this particular virus with them. And apparently within dairy cows this virus is very common. So yeah, this was an episode in July and ended in the middle of August that made our year quite a negative year. So luckily we have lots of positives to look at as well, but this is an experience that we won't forget that quick. After the disappointing results with Lavender, we did manage in August to get to work and grab the paintbrushes and start working on our former blacksmith shop and our future wood shop. And this old granary needed some repairs and desperately needed a door, and it needed a window, and of course it needed paint. So in the month of August we ended up working on that part of our homestead. So this continued into September. The beginning of September, the family came down with some illness, and I was able to escape that infection and managed to continue working. So our wood shop managed to get new shingles on, and this roof was pretty bad, but all by myself I managed to take shingles off, fix and repair, and then put new shingles on. So if you look through the door, you can see the window on the one side that I managed to put in here as well. So that was the month of September, where we had a good start. Then in the latter half of September, our neighbor came to help my son, and of course my other son and myself helped as well, and we started building my son's garage do-it-yourself workshop. So you can see we still have construction equipment sitting here because we're not quite finished yet. We tried to get it done before winter came. So in the month of October we worked diligently on this wood shop.